You got leftover mashed potatoes? What about cheesy potato cakes all on the griddle? Let's go. Cheesy potato cakes. You might think that's what you make your leftover mashed potato with. However, if you make them good enough, you should make them all year long. You should make mashed potatoes just to make the cheesy potato cakes. In this video, we're gonna try 3 different methods. I'm gonna quickly go over them. The first method, you make the potato cakes and you put them right on the griddle in the grease. The second method, we're gonna make the potato cakes, put them in an egg mold, and then we are going to dredge them one time. No binder, no nothing, because remember, it's potato, it'll pick it up. Either in panko or Italian breadcrumbs, it doesn't matter. And then the third way is we're gonna make the potatoes, dredge them, and then panko and Italian breadcrumb them, and then fry them. So we have 3 different methods. And when it comes to cheesy potato cakes, your options are endless. This is your time to play around with whatever you want to. Matter of fact, if you have leftover pulled pork, if you have leftover brisket, you can make a barbecue style. Add a little barbecue sauce through there. I used to do that in high school. I think all through school, mashed potatoes and barbecue sauce on that chicken patty. If you know, you know.
Oh, geez, never. Yeah. That was old school, honey.
We got chives somewhere in here too. You can make a Mexican street corn style. Really and truly, the potatoes are just a vessel. You can add really and truly whatever you want to. Try to keep it basic to keep the routine going, but after that, you can get as wild as you want to. So this is our mashed potatoes. Now, I will have to caution you, whatever you add to your mashed potatoes to begin with, you got to think about that when you're making your potatoes, right? The consistency. Some people like them thicker, some people like them creamier. Some people do like a roasted garlic inside there. Some people load the crap out of it, right? So you might not have to add as much ingredients as we're gonna add. Mine were really good, but I kept them really basic. Cream, butter, and a little bit of cream cheese. So to this, we're gonna add about, I don't know, this is about 3 cups of leftover mashed potatoes, and I'm gonna add about half a teaspoon of garlic. 2 eggs. I'm eyeballing here, but with this amount of mashed potatoes, I'm roughly gonna say about a 1/4 cup of flour. Obviously, when you're making these, you can always add if needed. 2 green onions, tips removed, and then finely chopped. When it comes to cheese, I got the sharp cheddar jack, and this is another one of those things where you can add whatever the heck you want to. Matter of fact, not too long ago, we did a crispy taco on the griddle, and I have a mix of quesadilla cheese and pepper jack cheese that I think would actually work better than this. So maybe I go half and half, or I might just use this because the color, whatever you want to do. But this is really good cheese. If you haven't tried that quesadilla cheese, it's really good, and I like pepper jack. All right, we got our cheese grated, 1 block of cheddar jack, and then I'm just going to add that to the potatoes. Remember, you got those eggs in there, and we're going to give this a really good mix. Quick dressing station, 1 egg beaten. Oh, you know what I just thought of? A Cajun style, right? They have like all those incredible like meats, like tasso and stuff like that. Then you can add Creole and hot sauce and make like a, pour it over, or pour etouffee over top of it. Oh my gosh. Just a little bit of flour. And then over here, I'm looking about equal parts of panko and breadcrumbs. These are Italian style. If you had regular, that would work. Add some egg molds, use them all the time, use your favorite. To this, we're gonna add our potatoes and just make it even. This reminds me of when we did, golly, it's been a long time ago, but we actually love fried grit cakes, especially with cheese in them.
Oh yeah, polenta.
You can put anything you want to over top of them, the texture, the creaminess, and this is what it is. Obviously, you can have these separate. These are done. I'm gonna pop them in the freezer while we're getting everything else done. Completely optional. However, I have no bacon grease in the house. We use it all up between the cornbread that we made for Thanksgiving and all that other shenanigans. So I'm gonna lay the bacon down. I'm gonna collect the grease. And that's what we're gonna fry the potatoes in. If you don't have bacon grease, it's not a big deal. Use your favorite oils. We even have tallow over there. That would work well too. And while our bacon's cooking and our potato cakes are in the freezer, we might as well make a fantastic sauce to go with it. Completely optional. You can just throw sour cream and ketchup or whatever you want to down. A little sour cream. Hit it with about half the mayonnaise. Come in with some jalapeno pickle juice. And the star of the show, spice that. Jalapeno, salt, pepper, garlic, and butter. A little buttermilk in there. Give this a mix. Got our bacon cooked. That's snacking bacon. Don't worry about it. If you want to add it to potatoes, you can, but I'm going to have a nice BLT, little potato cake. All right, get that bacon grease spread out. Griddle's on low, and this is the easiest one to do. Just put your potatoes right inside the mold, and honestly, you don't even have to have the mold. Don't think you have to have it. It just looks prettier that way. And you can go as thin or as thick as you want. That cheese should melt and create a crust on the bottom for us.
Ooh. Should have used the onion.
Doesn't take long. Just take those molds out. We're going to reuse them right away. So this is what we're going to do. Take a little bit of that bacon grease. Get it back over here. On the bottom of these, we're going to put a nice dose of panko crumbs. And we're going to fill them the same way. And all this is doing is adding texture. And then come back over it with a little bit more panko. You don't even have to have a binder. Does not take long.
Ooh.
About 30 minutes later, they should be frozen enough where you can handle them. Flour, egg, and then right into that panko mix. Let's make a little shallow pool. Get that grease right there. Flatten it out so all of it touches. And let's be honest, if I wasn't trying to make these round and pretty for you guys, I'd literally just take a spoonful right on the griddle, mash it down, and that's good enough for me. So that's how I do it if I wasn't doing this junk. Different sizes, different shapes does not matter to me at all. That's what I am. When it comes to griddle temp, you got to be careful. Obviously, this is a tricky one. Too high of heat, going to burn it. Too low of heat. I think I edge on the... I was a hair under. So if we're talking about 375, I might have been 325, 350. So definitely not in the 400s because I feel like your potatoes can get away from you. Because they do need a second to cook. You got to remember, these potatoes are super dense and they're cold. I'm not going to bore you with the details. We're quickly going to go over them. This is the one that was just straight on the griddle. This is the one that just had panko on the bottom. And this is the one that was dredged. Let's see if we can cut one open here. Nice, fluffy, cheesy. That's so good. That is so good. Now this should have a little bit more crunch, a little more texture, which is something I like. Ooh.
Is that the winner?
Well, that's a deep crunch. Wow. Taste that. That's almost like a French fry. Personally, I like the one that takes longer to make.
Yep.
However, if you want to skip that step and dredge the whole thing and keep everything a lot cleaner, this is the way to go. I do feel like this is probably the compromise. Super good, fantastic, incredible. The flavor of potatoes.
Super good, fantastic, incredible.
Right, this is a little bit more involved. You got bigger pancake or bigger cakes. The dredging process, some people might want to avoid altogether. Put them right on the griddle. That cheese helps that crust just a little bit. The panko is the way to go, bare minimum. You can also use your Italian or cracker crumbs is another good one. But dredge them like this. That's... Now look, I don't know what you're doing over here. But that sauce right there. So that way I can say I garnish my own bite. Look at that thing right there. Son.
let me taste.
God, that's a meal by itself. I'm telling you. Cajun style. A little Cajun sausage in there or something like that. Man, you can make a lot of things like this. This is good. We should make these more often. I'm telling you, you should make mashed potatoes. You should be able to make this. Or make enough mashed potatoes and have these left over. You could take leftover baking potatoes and you bake potatoes and you can make these. Right? Find us on Instagram. Find us on Facebook. There's a join button down below. It's a membership program. We thank each and every one of you for taking time for doing so. Last but not least, thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. Pound the notification button. Share with your friends. Peace. Comment down below which one you're making.
I do actually really like the sauce. I was a little hesitant. Give me another bite.
Oh my gosh. Things are good. Them things are good. I'm telling you, with a warm marinara, almost like the idea of fried green tomatoes and grits, this would be just as good. A little sauce over it.
Good job, baby.
Who needs shrimp and grits when you can do shrimp and mashed potato cakes?